So as we'll look at the setup there now at address from face on, so the left hand one was your before, as we said, a little bit more for me in that kind of capital Y setup. The club, or the golf ball itself is in a good position, but you've got the handle of that golf club basically putting back down towards the middle part of your body there, okay? Now, because of that, what that's going to create for your left hand grip is a slightly weaker position. Now, the term weak is used because of the position, not in terms of pressure or quality or whatever. You've basically got, that would be seen as a weak grip, that seen as a strong grip, okay? Now, obviously, you can be too strong, you can be too weak. We're going to try and find the individual's neutral, okay? But if I was to draw a line through the club shaft there, you see, we want to get that wrist joint on top. If we zoom in on this one now, okay? If I do a line down the club shaft there, you can see now you're getting that left hand more in position. And just generally speaking, without saying to you about what your left arm needs to do, your left arm now is naturally more in a straighter position, yeah? Mm-hmm. Now, it does bend in the swing slightly, but at least at setup, we've got a slightly more, what I call lowercase y setup, yeah? So the handle is forwards towards your left pocket, left hip, that kind of position. And it's just making it easy for you to put the golf club now in the fingers, getting your palm a little bit more on top. And this sort of wrist joint here, that top wrist joint of the left hand, that's going to be the key thing now, so you can check that your grip is in the correct spot, okay? Because obviously you need to know what sort of things you're looking for when you're practicing, okay? So, and you can just set up in front of a mirror and just, okay, right, I'm not going to look at the mirror until I'm set, all right? I'm going to go through the process, looking down, club down first, gripping the club, having the handle forward to that left hip, grip, 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 set my feet, this feels good, and then have a look at the mirror, yeah? So you get used to that position without the mirror, and then use the mirror or reflection to check. What we don't want to do is be like, okay, yeah, there's the mirror and checking it, and then when you go on the golf course, where's the mirror gone? I can't do it, yeah? So you got the mirror's there to give you the answer, not to give you the help, all right? So, but yeah, that's going to be the main thing in terms of setup. As you can see, it gives you a slightly tilted position. When you first got here, you can almost see your face thinking, like, back here somewhere, I'm really tilted, okay? And if you look at that, you're not really that much tilted off to the side, are you really? So we're not leaning back, okay? The handle has gone slightly forward and the head now is slightly behind the ball. So roughly speaking here, we sort of say the hands and the golf club, so hands and the head bookend the golf ball, yeah? That's sort of a rough guideline there. So if the ball was too far forward or too far back, it wouldn't be between those two red lines. So where you've got that is a very, very good position. Hence why when you swing the golf club now, there's a slight characteristic which we can discuss probably on the course next time. But when you swing this golf club now, there's a goodish rotation here. You get a little bit lifty. So your arms, you can see collapse here a little bit, okay? And as you come back in the golf ball now, the head does stay down a little bit longer than probably what we want, okay? But we're not going to stand there and say, oh, keep your head down, okay? Or try and lift your head or whatever. At the moment now, I want all your focus to be on that setup, yeah? Mm-hmm. Because once that setup is done to the point where you almost cannot get it wrong, or not get it wrong, it's guaranteed to get right, so it's basically second nature, then we can start thinking about other things during the swing. At this position, you're able to hit some reasonable shots, and we can get on the golf course and start learning the course itself and how those sort of things are going to evolve. Okay, but does that make sense in terms of the setup and the positionings? Yeah, happy about that, yeah. So I would, from your point of view, yeah, if you can get on a driving range, great. But if you can't, if you could say to me, okay, right, for 2 minutes a day, even, yeah, just stand there with a golf club in your hand and just get a mirror and go, okay, right, I'm going to check this. I will send this video through to you as a reminder. So you go, right, okay, so stand with the club down there. Handle forward towards your left hip, left hand on first, again making sure that we're getting that sort of two knuckles showing, it's in the fingers there, okay? And then your right hand on, okay? And I think from a sort of checkpoint, what you want to do, if you were going to sort of hit something like an axe here, you'd be in this kind of zigzag position here now. You wouldn't stand there certainly the other way, leaning backwards, or have it in the middle and try and do it from that sort of angled position, yeah? Okie dokie, makes sense, yeah?
Sure.
Excellent, good stuff. Right,